degrees downtown. I went with 24 degrees. I think we're definitely going to get there. It is Wednesday, November the 20th, and I tell you what, let me do this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and so very, very happy to have you. If you're a first-time listener, or viewer in this case, a special welcome to you, and why not become part of the family? We call it the noise here at Galaxy, simply because you do have a voice, and, well, we do listen. We really do. If you don't know how to do that, get hold of Barbara. She'll take you through it. It's pretty painless, really. So, why not sub, thumb, bell? Really. Easy. Bell notifications when we have important people, much like today's feature artist. We're talking to a very, very good friend. Of course, we're talking about Terry Vuncannon coming out of North Carolina. Good to catch up with Terry again. It really is. Sub, you know how to do that. Get hold of Barbara. And thummy thing, yeah. Get epileptic with the thummy thing. Like us a lot. Let's kick it off. And believe me, you're going to love this. Here, joining us live is Terry Vuncannon coming out of North Carolina. Here's Rodeo Man. So, everything all good?
Yes, sir. Good to see you guys. I've missed you.
Yeah, well, we've missed you too, brother. We really, really have. Of course, I'm still going through the same dangers as always with Barbara and her Wandy thing, you know. Oh, I've got to be careful because you never know. Move in the wrong direction, you might lose an appendage.
Sorry, I'll drop my other phone.
What's that?
No, that's your one. This is mine.
Old movie, careful kid, you'll put your eye out.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, she's as lethal as that Darth Vader guy was on Star Wars.
Oh, man.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Are you sorted there, Barbara? You got it right? Are we okay?
I dropped my phone.
You dropped your phone. You got to say hi to Clayton Dye today. Terry Newman's joining us as well as the mysterious three others. Sammy Silvera is joining. Gay Miranda is joining. CC Critter, you got to watch out for him. And also Michael Zdanowitz coming out of North Carolina. Not North Carolina, sorry. I'm talking to North Carolina. Coming out of Florida. Yeah, Orlando, in fact. The home of Disney. And he's with Galaxy Class Entertainments. Brilliant, 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 brilliant company. If you ever need anything for your band, get hold of Michael Zdanowitz, or get hold of us, we'll put you in touch, literally. Not Enough is watching too, so obviously the boss is watching.
Yeah,
You're going to have to be a good boy. I am, really. Okay. Got about a minute and a half to go. Gosh, it's hot in here. Terry, you're going into winter time, aren't you?
Yeah, it's starting to get cold here, and chance of snow in North Carolina this weekend.
Ooh, yeah, no, I tell you what, I had a friend of mine who was the Female Artist of the Year over in the UK. She's Galaxy's Female Artist of the Year too, by the way. She sent me a photo this morning, snow already in Sheffield, and it was like, no thanks. Oh, I don't do snow. I don't. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today, believe me, absolutely elated because we're catching up with a very, very good friend of ours, Terry Vuncannon. Welcome back, Terry.
Thank you. Glad to be back and missed you guys. Good to see you and Barbara.
Yeah, absolutely. First things first, how's Janice?
She's doing good. She's off work this week, and she's actually drove up to the Mountain House today to check it out. We had the hurricane come through North Carolina, affected all of Ashe County up above Lansing, where our mill house is. And some houses are totally gone. We're lucky our house was left standing, which is quite amazing because we're on the river. And but the river expanded and it went away from the house instead of up over the house. So we got lucky.
Absolutely brilliant. Got to say hi to David Kranz as well. Nice to have you on board. And Rick Lovett. Hello, brother. Nice to have you on board as well. Today we're talking to lap steel master, and believe me, I mean that in every sense of the term, Terry Vuncannon, coming out of North Carolina. Now, Terry, we opened up the show with Rodeo Man. A little bit of something here that I'm very, very interested in. First and foremost, who was the young lady singing on this?
Gosh, I can't remember right now. I think it was Adrian. I was just a session player on that song, and walked in and loved it, played my part, and walked out. Adrian called me on that one. I'll look it up. I can't remember her name right now, but we've never met in person.
Oh, okay.
We met her in the studio, and that's the thing about doing sessions. Is a lot of times you just walk in, play your part, walk out the door.
Yeah, believe me, I fully understand that. As an engineer, we used to get a lot of layers and everything like that, and of course you get sessions in. While the studio's quiet, you use them to the best advantage. So believe me, I fully understand it, I do. But if you could, get in touch with this young lady. I'm very, very interested in her voice. Would love to be able to follow up on that. Never know what 25 might bring, you know what I mean?
I will, definitely. I will.
Very, very cool, and I've got to thank you for that track too. It's doing absolutely superb here at Galaxy. 1,788 requests since we've been playing it.
That was recorded at Earth Tones studio. My good friend Benji Johnson. Benji, I probably recorded over half of my singles at Earth Tones. And Benji's played bass and guitar and sang Bucket List. Remember that song?
Yeah, I do. And we love Benji. He's a very talented man in his own right. So, believe me.
Benji is like, I call him our George Martin.
I can see where that comes in. When you do meet up with him next, give him a poke in the eye for me, won't you?
I will.
Nice. Marizant is joining us as well. Nice to have you on board. Now, believe me, we're going to have to move on very, very quickly. So I've got to ask you very, very quickly, as a fan, Terry, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on X? Are you a talker? But more importantly, do you respond?
I try to respond to every request, email, message. I'm easy to find. You can Google Terry Vuncannon, Vuncannon, and it'll bring up my Facebook page, Instagram. It'll bring up YouTube, all my single videos. I've got over a dozen singles out just over the last 5 years. And just reach out anytime, anywhere. I always love hearing from fans. And I'm blessed to do what I do.
Well,
I make music because I love it, not because I have to. And it's a pretty place to be in.
Well, I've got to be honest with you, Terry. You're very good at it. And over the last 5 years, I think we've played almost every single that you've produced, and we love you. We love your work, and we love the sound that you do. Man of Steel, tell me all about this. This is your brand new one.
Man of Steel come about in a funny way. My producer and a publisher in Nashville, Ron Hutchins, was picking at me over 2 years ago. He said, "You need a song. You need a song about lap steel, Man of Steel." And we laughed about it, and I said, "Wow, that's a pretty big order right there. Let me think on that." And going back through 22, going into 23, it was that early that we talked about it. And Ron went through some health problems. He actually had a heart attack, had some treatment. And remember, in 23, I had a cancer scare with cancer deep in my leg, my right leg. And so the idea of Man of Steel was shelved. We forgot about it. Wasn't in the mood, you know. Ronnie came through fine. I came through fine. Everything's good. I told him, I said, we need to revisit Man of Steel. And so he started working on some chords and a couple of lyrics. And we started bouncing things back and forth. And I said, well, I don't want the song to be about me. I want it to be about a fictional character. So I took the word lap steel and rearranged the letters, mixed them all up, mixed them around, and out come the fictional character. And because it was Swamp Roots lap steel music is what I promote, I thought, well, the guy could live in Louisiana. He may have a French heritage. I created the name Lestat Sapel, and that's simply the letters of lap steel rearranged. So we had our character, went on with the ideas. Ronnie started writing some lyrics. I come up with some lyrics. Of course, with all my ideas, I changed the rhythm of the song and all this stuff. Probably led to some strain on Ronnie's heart over the years, but he trusts me. And we come up with it. I come up with a bridge, because I've got to make an admission. Anytime I record a song, it's purely to have an excuse to play a lap steel lead in it. Because I'm a lap steel player. Like if you're a guitar player, you stick a guitar in there. So we come up with this Lestat Sapel, who worked in the rail yards every day, worked hard, went home at night, started turning up a bottle of Shine. You know about Shine.
Absolutely.
And he sits there at night and plays lap steel when the moon is high, and people can hear it echoing all through the swamps. And that's kind of the way the song came about.
Well, I've got to be honest with you. Just recently I've been upgrading my playlist in my car, and I've added it to that, and I'm listening to it when I go home at night, possibly in the morning, depending on where it's positioned. But believe me, absolutely loving your work. I really, really am. So, without further ado, let's release it live to the world officially. Here is Terry Vuncannon, Man of Steel, on Galaxy. Hey Terry, I see the Muse is watching.
Is she?
Yeah.
I can never tell. She's up in the mountains. That means she's got internet.
Janice Vuncannon is watching. Nice to have you on board, Janice. Very, very cool.
Hey everyone.
I see Nick Please is
Nice
watching
to meet
as
you,
well.
Janice.
There you go. Very, very cool. And Peter Hoffman's watching. Nice to have you on board, Peter. It really, really is. Today we're in North Carolina talking to a very close friend of ours, of course, Terry Vuncannon. We love him to pieces. And Terry, I'm going to ask you next, anything new coming out in the near future?
Right now, just collecting my thoughts and catching my breath.
Fair enough, too. Fair enough.
Been a very hectic year, and then the hurricanes and the season. And I've got a gig this weekend with Doug Davis Friday night.
Okay.
And that'll be the first time I've touched a lap steel since August.
Oh.
And I'm beginning to wonder if I can still play again. But we'll see this weekend. And but Ronnie is getting ready to release an instrumental that he had been working on. And But yeah, I'm sure I'll do something else.
Nice, nice.
I'm getting to the point where I never rush it. Some people turn out a song a week, a song a month. I set the goal during the COVID shutdown of doing a song every 3 months, and I was able to do that. But I'd rather not release something than to release just something to say you're doing it.
Well, I tell you what, I know of a band that did that for almost a year. One every certain number of the date per month would come out one. Then the band was called after that number in the month as well. Every month they were turning out a brand spanking new song. Not one of them was a bad piece of work. Every one was a gem. It really, really was. They consistently did well. You know what I mean? And the audience, well, the noise, mate, they ate them up like crazy. Problem is, they ran out of steam and decided to call it quits.
Yeah, you can burn yourself out with pressure, but
Yeah.
some people just turn them out. They really do, and they're high quality songs.
Yeah.
I have to feel something and be moved in a certain direction and get excited about it myself before I can jump in.
You know, I fully understand that. I really, really do. I just wish I could do what you could do. You know what I mean? I'm very, very envious of your talents. I've got to be honest.
You just need one of these.
Well, I ain't got one of these.
Oh, great.
Oh dear. Okay, we've got about 40 seconds to go. We'll wrap it up from here, bro. Don't forget, don't go anywhere. Barbara's going to want to take a few pickies. You've got a couple of staff members already taking pickies.
I want to say a quick thank you to Stephen Jones, who sang Man of Steel.
I tell you what,
Stephen.
we'll do that right now. We really
All
will.
right.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're talking to a very, very good friend of ours, of course, Terry Vuncannon, coming out of North Carolina, and Terry's just waddling off somewhere. Where are you going, Terry?
Guess who's come in here?
It would have to be the puppy. There we go.
Oh, what a cutie.
Yeah, nice to see the puppy again.
Barney rules the roost around here.
Yeah, believe me, I know how that feels. I had two. I lost one earlier on this year, but I've still got the sister to it, and believe me, she's become a handful, almost making up for the two of them altogether. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Can you read
Yeah.
what Nick says?
there's something else.
Your pestle skills would be great on one of our forthcoming ridge banks in the Wall of Sound. There you go. Well, I tell you what, if you feel that way, Nick, why not get hold of Barbara and we'll put you in touch with Terry Vuncannon. You never know. You might get him involved with Ridge Banks and get both of them over into the UK doing that tour. Ridge Banks is a very close friend of ours coming out of Nashville. And the young man that I'm talking to at the moment, Nick Please, he's coming out of Leicestershire in the UK. I got that right, Leicestershire. And he listened to an interview and some of the music that I was doing at the time, of course, with Ridge Banks. Asked us, can you get us in touch? We made the magic happen. Before you know it, Nick's on the plane going to Nashville. They met up with each other over the course of, I think, about a year. they've produced music together. Now they're doing a tour through Europe, if you know what I mean. So
That would be wonderful. Anything. Always open to any ideas.
well, I tell you what.
I'll introduce you both.
Yeah, I tell you what. We'll get Nick in touch with you if that's okay with you,
Yeah,
Terry.
I'll
because
do it.
believe me,
I'll do it in
Thank you.
we have a lot of time for Nick Clues. We really, really do. And of course, we have a lot of time for Ridge Banks as well. So, what could be better than putting yourself in the mix? I would love that idea.
Thank you.
There you go. Something to look up to, actually. In the meantime, we've got to say thank you very, very much, my friend. I'm looking forward to catching up with you again with new work coming out in the near future. But before that, Terry, I want to wish you a very, very happy, safe, and prosperous festive season.
And to Janice as
Thank
well.
you so much. And I also want to say a quick thank you to Stephen Jones, who sang this song, Man of Steel. He did a great job. First time we've recorded together, he knocked it out of the park for me. Thanks to Benji at Earth Tones. And thank you guys for having me and supporting original music and my music. Thank you so much.
Well, Terry, always a pleasure. And as I say to you earlier on, we only play the best in the world. Literally, we're very proud of that. And you've always been right there with that top class music that you produce. Just love your style, love your music, and looking forward to all new stuff coming out 25.
Thank you. Thank you.
Stay safe,
Bye,
my friend.
Barbara.
Stay
Yeah,
safe, my
I'm
friend.
coming
Don't
back.
go anywhere just yet. Take some pickies, make a movie, you know what I mean. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back very, very shortly because, believe me, we're going to Saskatchewan. Loving this idea.